It is Y105, Dubuque's #1 hit music station. My name is Steve Pulaski, and in studio, as is customary on Thursdays, Robert Miller, President of Business Operations with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, here to talk about a lot of good stuff. First things first, Robert, how are you?
Doing well. One more ride, Steve. Yes, sir.
One more ride, indeed. We will touch on that in a minute. First things first, the Saints are gearing up for a playoff game at our house. It is going to be electric.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, regular season came to a close. Really good game against Waterloo on Friday night. We rested a lot of people against Cedar Rapids on Saturday, but still had a really good crowd in the building. A lot of energy as we kind of finished the season. I think we had 90 points this year, which is, I think the best we've ever had was 98 points in a regular season. So heck of a job by the guys. I mean, they really put us in a good position with this first round bye, home ice throughout the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. And, the only way we lose home ice is if we play Fargo in the Clark Cup. So that's way down the line. So we'll worry about that when we get there. But for the most part, this team has put us in a very, very good situation to take advantage of us being hot at the right time, playing well at the right time. And right now we're taking a look at Madison versus Youngstown. That's pretty much the two teams we'll see. The good thing is they're 1-1, so they're actually going to go to a third game. So that's just more of them kind of getting worn out before they have to get on the bus and come see us in Dubuque on Saturday night.
Very exciting stuff this weekend. Again, playoff games at our house for the Fighting Saints Saturday and Sunday. We do have to touch on this too, Robert. Again, we kind of hinted at it at the beginning.
Yeah.
This is always the challenging part of great friendships first and business relationships second, but I will let you take the floor here, my friend.
Yeah, a little bittersweet conversation we have to have, but I tell you what, it's a lot more sweet than bitter for me. When I got offered the job, the first person I met was Casey Weitz. Sat down with him for a 2-hour meeting, and literally he did not cut corners. He did not say anything out of the orthodox. He wasn't trying to sell me on this. He told me where we are, where we were currently, and where we could go. And him and I have put together a juggernaut of an organization from the business standpoint. And so he's got a really good team that we've been kind of running with. And just to let everybody know out there in Dubuque, I've taken a new job. So I'm now working with the PGA Tour. I actually leave this weekend. So I'm on my way to Memphis, Tennessee. I'll be down there working with the FedEx St. Jude Championship, which is an unbelievable golf course. But, it was an easy decision for me because I knew this organization is getting left in really good hands. And, Casey Weitz is getting an opportunity that he deserves. And I tell you what, it's not one of these things where I was able to do this all by myself. This was the guy that was right there shoulder to shoulder with me. That's why I made him my vice president, in knowing that this day would come. And so, yes, this is a developmental team on the ice and off the ice in the business. And so Casey Weitz is getting his opportunity. Can't wait for it.
Yes, he is. We'll pass the mic over to you because we do have him in studio and grateful for it. He is Casey Weitz with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. How are you, Casey?
Doing fabulous, Steve.
Congratulations first and foremost, my friend, but you are no stranger to the Fighting Saints. You've been with the organization for how many seasons?
This is my 11th season, so next year starting off will be the 12th season. And really, I've been with the organization since I was born. 2 weeks old, attending my first game. Grandparents were housing parents back in the day, and mom brought me to a game, and I've never left since.
I love it. Again, Casey Weitz taking over for Robert Miller as President of Business Operations with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. I'll ask you too, Casey. Again, we'll get to know you obviously on the air and stuff like that. I know you obviously off air. I've had plenty of conversations with you too. I just want to ask you too, what goes through your mind too, accepting obviously this position too, but also at this really pivotal, amazing point for the organization in total with the success on the ice and off the ice. I guess if you have anything special to say, man, I'd love to end with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess the first thing that I'd, really like to start off by is, thanking Robert for everything that he's done for the organization. The organization and the Fighting Saints community really owe a lot of debt to Robert for what he's done. I mean, COVID happened. We brought Robert in right after COVID, and we haven't really looked back since. I mean, it's been a fun ride, and we've completely transitioned the Fighting Saints to be in such a great position, both on and off the ice, and a lot of that is due to Robert. First and foremost, make sure we thank Robert for his time and what he's done for the organization. And second of all, I don't want to take anything away from what we're doing on the ice. This team has done an exceptional job this year. I've been fortunate enough to have been around a championship team back in 12-13. I've seen plenty of championships over my time here in Dubuque, but this feels like it's a year that we could do some damage in the playoffs. So we're really excited.
He is Casey Weitz with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, President of Business Operations, going to be taking over for Robert Miller. Anything else to say say, Robert? Anything else to add? Because it's truly been a privilege having you as a weekly guest on the show all throughout the Saints season, back-to-back seasons, really.
Nah, I appreciate you letting the country boy come on here to talk about hockey with you, man. It's been outstanding. And I tell you, to everybody out there listening, I've heard so many people come up to me and talk to me about these interviews, and they hear things, and they've literally come in, bought jerseys, bought tickets, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for listening. I mean, like, it's one of those outlets that we needed to get a hold of and get a radio partner that really and truly help get our name out there and help get the games on with Eagle 102.3 and all that kind of stuff. But no, I appreciate everything you did, Steve, and the citizens of Dubuque. It's been an honor. And if I haven't been able to shake your hand and say thank you face to face to the people that I know, I apologize about that. It's a quick turnaround, but for the most part, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Dubuque, you took care of me. I appreciate that.
One more question for you, Robert. People want tickets to any of the Fighting Saints games for the playoffs. Where can they go?
They need to call Casey Weitz.
Yeah, so give us a call down at the office. Our staff will take care of you. Stop in, say hello, or visit DubuqueFightingSaints.com, and we'll take care of you.
Casey Weitz, and for one last time on the air, Robert Miller. It's been a pleasure having you gentlemen in studio today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.